Writing in progress.
All right, you're on.
And you going?
Yep, you can keep going. So today we're gonna go over running comps. Summer is coming, current listings and sold, team updates, and dates to remember.
You're talking to Marianne and Bo?
I'm talking to the recording.
Okay. Like, we talking?
That's what we're dedicated
Yeah.
to.
This one's dedicated to you, Marianne.
Okay. So you guys all know what comps are. Just all the notes, rewind. I don't know if the recording will be as useful unless you have to like click the same way I click.
Mhm,
Might not necessarily.
that's fine.
May not
I'll
necessarily
follow along.
translate the same way because my computer is different from yours. But I'll just have like little highlights on, things to remember. When do you need the comps? Where to check for comps, okay? Things to remember. Must have been sold in the last 3 months to be a true comp. That's what they're really looking for in the appraisal. If it's over that time frame and there are no other comps in the area, maybe. Like they'll look at it, but they really look at the time in the like how long ago. How long ago is what's really important. That's like rule number one. And then it has to be within a 1 mile radius of the property. I've had some that I've used as comps that are like 1.1 mile over. If the property is of like kind,
Mhm.
like it has to be pretty accurate to what you're looking at for it to even be slightly over, but like the same neighborhoods are what's important, the same size. Like you can't really comp a four, you can, it's not to say you can't comp a 4-bedroom to a 3-bedroom, but that's when you're really digesting the data more. Like you're really looking at the quality and the style and the age and the lot size, like every little thing matters in the comp, but the things to remember, how long ago, and the size, those two are like top. And then the details of the home should keep the property as closely as possible. When do you need to look at the comps? When you're both on the buying side and the selling side. So this is something you would do regardless of who you're helping. Buyers, it's to determine your recommendation for the best price. That's when they say, why do you work with a realtor? It's not just about the negotiation, it's the knowledge that you have. You should have the market knowledge of what these areas are selling for. So, a lot of times people are like, oh, Jonathan, do you help buy in like, say, like San Ramon? The answer is yes, because if you're able to truly digest a market,
Mhm.
you should be able to work in those markets. And it is true that it's good to work with agents who are local to the market. That's what we're selling ourselves for, right? Like we're here in American Canyon, we're here in Fairfield, Solano County, Napa County. Yes, it is good to work with local agents, but if for some reason you're also helping buyers outside of your local market, if you can run comps and be confident in what you're digesting from that market and calling the right people and looking at the right data, then you should be able to help buyers truly in any market. And then, of course, when you're a listing agent, setting the list price is what you need to run comps for.
Mhm.
So I love running comps. I'm like a data analytic nerd just for houses, because I love looking up every little thing about these little comps to make sure that the number we're looking at, to feel confident, right? When I'm using it for my phone, I honestly just use Zillow to look quickly at areas, because there is that feature in Zillow for just sold. But really, you want to use the MLS. That's what Jonathan uses. Wouldn't you say?
The MLS and the property radar,
Oh, yeah.
not property radar,
List report? No.
the one from Old
From
Republic
Old
Title.
Republic Title, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Like the ORGC one?
Yeah.
The login from ORTC.
Can you go over that again?
Yes.
Use RPR
Was that
at all?
I haven't.
Oh, no.
Is that just like, an app on the phone, or you can do it on your MacBook? too?
His or mine? For
ORTC.
ORTC, I can share my page if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my to the TV.
I never mind found, but
Okay.
You have berries? Yeah,
mhm.
yeah, that's like a mobile,
Cause I can have a mobile for that.
berries plus or something like that.
Mhm.
Mm.
So here is the website for Old Republic Title. You sign in, and if you don't have access to this portal, then we can email Michelle and Cora and Kelly, and somebody will get you access. But right here, we're looking at the login to Title Pro. So Title
Mm, that's what
Pro
it's called.
24/7 is what, so I'm gonna zoom out so you guys can see what the landing page looks like. And it's just on this tab here, log in into Title Pro 24/7. A new page will open. And here, this is the landing page where you want to be. If you want to look at past reports, there's a history button on the right side. And then like say here, 1354, Elliot, Elliot,
Use the True Ladera.
350 Ladera.
Yeah,
Okay,
somewhere we've all seen, we're slightly familiar with.
and then you put Vallejo. Search. So here, it'll show you the property line, where it goes. You have
Who owns
the,
it.
who owns it is the name up here, which it takes about 2 weeks to update after sale. So this just sold last week or a week and a half ago. And so here you have the ability to do comps, a quick view or detailed view. I usually just do the quick. The transaction history, I like to get the details so I can get all the information on what has happened in the past. Or if you don't want any of it, and you can click on the accessor map and then click on Get Now. So this is, I was trying to double task.
Mm.
This is the property profile report. So here it'll show you the address, the date we're pulling the report. It'll show you the address again, the census tract, parcel number, everything. Property use is single family residence. So if you're looking at commercial or multi-use, if you want to confirm, sometimes if you're helping a client purchase a condo, you want to see if it's, what is it zoned? Is it residential? Is it not commercial, but is it it'll say, what is it? I think apartment. No, it'll say, I don't think it says apartment. I forget what it says. It'll say what it's zoned, and then if you're buying a condo and it's in a PUD, planned unit development community, then the condo does not have to be FHA approved. So when the community itself is zoned a PUD, it could be used, a conventional FHA, VA, anything can be used to purchase that unit. Here,
So these are especially useful when you're helping list a
Mhm.
home.
right,
That's what this report, I think it's most useful for,
but
wouldn't you say?
yeah, yeah, well, it helps, this information here that we're looking at right now does help to give you information on the current owners, and then scrolling down, this will give you the comps, but doesn't always give you the best comps.
Yeah,
So you kind of have to look.
and honestly, that's why I like using MLS and Zillow.
Mhm.
Because the filters are easier to use, like the filtering features. You can really pinpoint, especially on the MLS. You can put it by date. You can like
Mhm.
organize by date. Well, this is kind of like
All over the
sporadic.
place,
It's like
yeah.
all over the place. So do you want to open? Can you do it on since you're connected? Can you show it on the MLS?
Sure, but here, just wanted to show, it shows you all the past owners since 2001. So probably before 2001, it was the same owner.
How do we access this? Or do we just create an account or?
Through with
Michelle from
Old Republic Title.
Old Republic Title.
Mhm.
She'll give you a login.
Yeah,
right?
or Kelly.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kelly. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've talked to Kelly.
So Kelly should be able to give you access, and then the other way is also on your MLS. There is Cloud CMA, which basically it's right here, the green button. Click on create new report, CMA. And then client name, it's JT, address 350 Ladera Drive, Vallejo. Click on that. We want to get the last 10 listings within the last 3 months. Automatically find listings near the subject property. So fetch listings. And then here it'll tell us what is active, what has sold, a summary of prices, low, average, median, and high. And then like here, you can basically use this information to look up the conditions of these homes that have recently sold on the MLS. Because if you click on these, nothing happens. So in order to really justify whether is it a comp or not, is you actually have to look it up. So it's more work.
Then show it the other way.
The other way that
Yeah.
Zoran likes to do
No,
it.
on the MLS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This looks neater and nicer, but then like the fact that you can't.
Yeah,
open
that's
it,
why like
the
the
difference.
actual MLS
Mhm.
makes the most sense to me.
If you have like both in one.
Yeah. That's why using the actual, it's like searching for listings for your
Mm,
clients. Oh, go, what are you doing?
to log in or
Right there, there's plus.
I'll let you do it.
Continue.
No, it's only like 2,000.
Okay,
On
So-
continue?
No, on
so,
Cloud CMA is the one that I use.
so custom search, like you're looking for properties for your clients,
Mhm.
right? But instead, you're only looking at closed. And then you're gonna look at the last 3 months. What was 3 months ago from now? What is it? May?
February.
So like February. What's
Or
today?
You have to click on the number for it to.
You just
Click-
want to.
Well, I'm just,
Right?
or click on the date, like 3 months from now was Valentine's Day. And then, this is really good if you know, like. Okay, so I do it 2 ways. Okay, I use the MLS and Zillow together because I like to know on the map. Let's see. You go to Zillow. Oops. Oh, hello. Go straight to your
Create an
face.
account and add adapt. And connect to adapt.
Or like, even if you use the list that, what's it called, gave you, this one, the Cloud CMA, like you have the list. Okay, so you know that this is in like 94591, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
3 bedrooms, 1 bath.
and then you could change it to 3. It's so hard to see. Look down. Okay. That's a lot. And then you know,
That house won't sell more than.
yeah, it won't. Like mine is a little more work. So, but then all this list ends up being like on the list. That's
Mhm.
kind of the point of how I do it. Or if you just go, oh no. Or if you just go like this. Sold more in 90 Apply. It loading. Is it done? I'm sure his laptop's so slow. Something is wrong with your,
Don't know what to tell you. I don't do.
I know, we, like, this, it doesn't, the map shouldn't be like that.
Mhm.
Something is wrong. There you go. Okay. So basically I would take this map view, even though it's here. Where is it? Even though it's here technically, because it doesn't show you the properties. I mean, you could click on it and it like shows you a picture of the house.
Just the outside.
Yeah, just the outside. What you need from this list is down here, right? This is what you need from the list. But truly what you need from the MLS is to see the photos.
Yeah, the condition.
Like that's when you need these addresses for. So when you go in, like you could do it through searching on this, although never mind, forget that. What you would do is search it on the cloud CMA. I'm just trying to think the easiest way because my mind works in like interloops. But you would go to the cloud CMA to find this list of all the closed. And then you would essentially just type in these addresses because what you need to see are the quality of each home. Like you need to see the photos.
Yeah.
Because you could see the prices and that's useful. And all these, right? 2 beds, 1 bath, 3 beds, 1 bath. You can see the square footage. Those are all the main things that they're looking for in the comps.
Just the data.
Just the actual data. Click on example here. Or not, okay. When you go, copy. Oh, hold on, slideshow. There you go. Click. Okay, so this is an example of how I do it. You essentially take, so the top is, it's not Ladera, but this is a listing Jonathan had on 140 Southport in East Vallejo. This is, the top is the listing, or the house that you're potentially trying to buy for your client. I put it at the top. Yeah, it's the subject property. And then I list everything similar that comes up. And I do take this data and just find the average, because people like to know those things. Like you could tell them a number, but showing them this list gives justification. Like, because they can look at the list themselves. Like if you send them a screenshot or you send them like a PDF of that big ass report, but sometimes that overwhelms people. Like too much data overwhelms
Yeah.
people. So I like to make this list so that all you're seeing is what really matters. So these were all the other 4-bedroom. I mean, how do I zoom in? There you go. These were all the other 4-bedroom, 3-bath homes in this neighborhood specifically. And then I'll list what it's sold for, the date, and then extras. I always list like, was it renovated? Does it have a 3-car garage? Like things that are notably different from the other properties. Like this one had a pool and it had solar, but John's listing had a view. These guys probably had nothing. That's why I didn't list anything. But I'll make sure to go on the MLS and look at each one of these properties' photos and read all the confidential notes, all the private marks, everything to make sure that I'm not missing any extras without talking to the agents, right? And then if you see anything like fishy, you're like, oh, why did this property sell for this? Like, let's say, we didn't know that it had a pool and solar, right? You'd be like, oh, these were both on Georgia Street. These were both 4.3s. Okay, the lot size is a little bit bigger, but $50,000 more, right? If you don't go in and look at all the photos and everything, you won't know that there's pool and solar, or you would call the agent and just ask like, oh, how, like, I have a listing coming up, or I have a buyer trying to buy XYZ, like around the neighborhood. I'm just trying to get a gauge on how your listing did on the market. That's basically the conversation you're having. Or even this, if you look at the sold price, this basically sold at list price.
Mhm.
So it's probably just an okay house. It even dropped price. So it's probably dated, just from looking at numbers. And then this one sold 75,000 over. So then if you're not looking into the MLS, you can be like, why? Why? But if you don't want to make the phone call, you just go in and you find out, dang, it sold 75,000 over because it was probably decked out, like in the inside. But I don't think it was, now that
No,
I'm saying it.
It was really bad.
But it's really because of the pool.
had
It
potential.
had a lot of potential. And at that time, this was happening last year, the market, people like this neighborhood. People
Yeah.
were like crazy for this specific neighborhood in Vallejo. So you make this list. This link is available on the deck. So if you want, actually what I could do is just, yeah, yeah, it's on Slack. Every week I go into
Uh,
Slack.
Yeah, general access, can you open it up, anybody with a link? Click on the arrow, anyone with a copy link? Nope,
What?
there's a button that said copy link, there,
Wait, what am I doing after I copy it?
back to the slide deck.
That's how I got here, was this link.
Okay,
It's on the deck.
so you're gonna put it into,
It's right there. You
Okay.
click here.
cool.
But if you go into Slack, this will be available. And I know what I was trying to say. Yeah, anyway, you guys can manipulate this or send yourself, copy it, whatever, make another sheet. Or here, make a copy. I'll do that later. Anyway, if you want to use this, be my guest. And then on the bottom here, I just put the outliers. See how it's a 5-3? Just to see. Just to see. Why? Like why do I put it there? Because it's technically not a true for true comp. But I still want to know. It's still good knowledge. In the end, do you remember what this house sold for?
I think 800.
800. Huh.
Like, there's so many people that came in and was like, hey, we'll give you 800 cash. And then the seller was like, what? We just came onto the market 2 days ago. And so we held off until after the weekend, and then the two cash offers at 800,000 were no one seen. So pissed.
Wow.
Mhm,
And sometimes people are all talk.
mhm,
That's
mhm.
the annoying part. But anyway, I know it's a lot, and if you're not doing it physically, it's kind of hard to remember everything, but you can just ask us. Just ask us. Anywho,
About,
Oh.
The MLS comps,
mhm,
like the option where it says, when you put in the address
Mm.
first and then it says find comps,
mhm.
you guys use that too.
Most of the time it doesn't work.
Yeah, I used it and yeah, you have to like revise it.
Yeah,
edit it to
That's
fix
why
it.
we just decided, nah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even give like a good, just a
Mm.
guideline.
No.
it Doesn't do that great of a job.
Yeah, the comp CMA thing, I just like the addresses, the basic details, and then the maps. And then you really, the most important thing is making sure you look at the photos. Look at the photos to really decide how heavy is this comp to your subject. Like, cause that's really, cause if it's just as crappy as yours or just as nice as yours, then you could be like, yes, this will be a good comp.
Mhm.
And then if there's nothing, then you gotta that's when you can widen your time frame.
Yeah.
Um,
Time frame or location.
yeah, or the location. Cause if it's hard for you to find a comp, it's hard for the appraiser to find a comp. So,
They call me frequently. Like on the way here from Sonoma, this appraiser called me last week and he called me about my listing, another listing today. Goes, hey, it's me again. I'm like, all right, what do you want now?
yeah, if it's hard for them. If it's hard for you, it's hard for them.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Anyway, oops. Oh
Well,
no.
that's how it was fighting Cedric.
Hmm.
It was like, so when the 1808 Delesi, it was like 100K over, but
Oh,
then
wow.
it was withdrawn. It
That
was
thing
never
is still
sold.
up.
Oh,
That's the
that's the same one?
that
Oh,
we
yeah.
wanted to put an offering.
Yeah.
And it was too high.
Like, which one?
And
The
to know,
1808?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was 100K, but it was like renovated and stuff,
Mhm.
but that, it's way too high, 560
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
and then
That was
keep
like a
arguing
bigger
the
one.
other home that sold, and this was 4 months ago. They're like, well, that's a different neighborhood. I'm like, "It's
Right there.
literally
Yeah.
Next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people don't,
They don't wanna budge.
Yeah.
they
Nope,
don't
someone
wanna
wants-
budge, yeah,
That's why I was-
Even the
Yeah.
agent wasn't budging.
yeah, they don't wanna budge, so silly.
Yeah.
Okay, so summer's coming. We had Isla got something, Marianne got something. We'll go over what everybody's working on, but summer's generally a busier time.
Mhm.
John's getting a lot busier. No, we'll go over what's coming up, but he's working with a lot of buyers right now.
Yeah, right now it's buyers.
Yeah,
back
right
to
now,
buyers.
back to buyers. But really, I just want to share, but because summer's coming, it's, for me, this is like, for me, telling myself, I like to have fun when it's summer, but you don't forget to work. Like, don't forget to, create content calendars, use your success trackers. Just hold those open houses still. Don't work on that digital campaign builder. If you have any trips coming up, let us know. Let the team know so that we could support one another. That's really what this is. I don't have much to say about this. And if you need anything from us, we are always available. But you must let us know if you need anything. Okay? You have anything to add to that?
Mm.
No? All right. Lots going on. Your turn.
Woo, all right, so we have um 6 pending. So we have 518 Diana Drive in Vallejo. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Right on the corner of Broadway and Minnie. And listed at 525. We did offer a little bit higher because we are asking for a 3% credit to buy down, temporary buy down on the rate. We have 832 Basalt Drive in escrow. I think, the market is on the slower side and we were anticipating a higher price point. But, the sellers are in a rush to move, so they're like, all right, let's just, list prices are base, like, they'll take list, so they took list, slightly over list. No seller credits there, so, and then the sellers of Basalt are purchasing 4696 Lariat Drive in Fairfield at 780. List price is 775, and here we're also asking for a 3% credit. Or no, a $10,000 credit. And then 123 Welsh Court, there's a,
Oh.
is,
what you sent me.
Mhm. Is pending, finally, woo-hoo, at 608,000. Oh,
She happy?
yeah, she has to be happy. And then,
Are they like a couple?
the buyers?
Mhm.
No, I think they're in Richmond,
Oh,
like Pana,
Fine.
yeah.
They're-
And then
Pending.
pending Ellis, 1591 Ellis Street, this is Marianne's transaction. List price 315, and then we're asking for a credit there as well, I believe. And then Isla's 1800 Delesi Lane in Pinole. We're also getting a credit there too. Woo! And then 350 Ladera Drive sold, listed at 488,888, and it sold for 519.
How many of these have credits? Those two.
Those two on the right, Diana, we're getting a credit. Assault, we're not giving a credit. We're getting a credit on Lariat, and we're giving a credit on. So almost all of them are giving credits
To the buyers.
to the buyers. Yeah.
Larry's in new construction?
No,
No.
it's in.
I think
Oh,
that's
that's the one that we went to.
Oh, yeah. You were there. I was like.
2013.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So let's keep working. All right, team updates. I guess I'll go first. Primarily working with buyers. Don't have any listings coming up at what is it? The one in like the Sacramento area. It's
Elk Grove.
Elk Grove is no longer a thing.
Oh, they just.
Death in the family, and they're just, yeah, they're taking it hard. She unsubscribed from my my drip campaign too. I was like, all right,
Mhm.
so we're not working together. Yeah. So I was like, all right, it is what it is.
Some people subscribe to that, but they'll stay on the MLS, so.
That's true. Well,
yeah.
she only wants new builds,
Um,
so it's hard. Yeah.
for some of my clients, like, I subscribe for my drip,
Mm-hmm.
but then they'll still receive my listings.
Ah,
And they'll still
okay.
look at those.
Right.
So, yeah, they don't want
They just don't want.
you in the inbox, they just want the houses.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Um, don't have any other listings coming up.
It's the one in Sonoma.
Oh, yeah, that's today.
We just
So
came from a listing appointment.
2 bedrooms, 2 bath,
This is a
double
55 and
wide,
Up though,
double wide senior community,
65 and up?
55,
Oh,
sorry.
fine.
mobile home community.
Hmm.
I'm
Was
so
that
the,
nice?
Yeah, actually, it's nice. Like some of them are like iffy. They're
Yeah.
case by case.
Mhm.
There's one it's a single wide, 1 bedroom, 1 bath listed at 199. That's like really nice.
Yeah.
But it's been on the market for
It's not-
233 days. So
So
yeah,
disappointing.
no one's paying for that. So yeah,
What's the space rent? there?
space rent, the nice one that's listed is 626, I think. Still waiting for the seller to confirm on the space rent. But we're hoping to list it slightly under that 1.1. So that way we already look like we're a great deal and
Yeah.
hopefully people come running. Because there are a good amount of mobile homes in Sonoma that are on the market. Yeah, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Pretty good sized living space, updated kitchen and bathrooms, like the countertops. The stalls, shower stalls they're all right. But overall, it's pretty decent property.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm trying to get on the market like ASAP. This is an interesting couple. I found Jonathan on Google
Well, supposedly their agent sent
or their agent there. I'm pretty sure they picked him based off of
my name.
his name. Because they asked for a Filipino, if he was Filipino. That was like the
Question.
first question. So they obviously wanted a Filipino. And then when he said I'm married to one, that gave her the okay to proceed.
Yeah.
with- and then he was like, oh, I'll bring my wife and my colleague. Because she speaks Tagalog over here. So she came.
You white?
Oh my God. yeah.
We showed up and she looks
She
at
looks,
Sheena.
looks at us. and
Are
she's
you
like,
white? We're like,
Are you white?
Speaking, I was like, no, I speak Tagalog.
Yeah, she was like, are you white? And then all three of us were like,
what?
did we hear
Yeah,
that correctly?
American?
I've never.
I said you
I'll
guys
be
are
a-
right.
Yeah.
I
Like, all
think she
three of
meant
us. She
American.
like walked in because her husband let us in. And then when she walked in, she looked at us and she was just like, are you white? And we're like, wait, what? I've never been asked if I'm white before. Like,
Like, no, I'm brown.
yeah. I know, right? I'm like, wait, what? And then she was like, what do you mean? Are you? And she goes, oh, you're all American? And then that's when Sheena was like,
She busted out the tongue.
Yeah.
Girl. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't kick us out right now. She understands,
Yeah.
she speaks. If you hold a gunpoint.
And then she's like,
Yeah.
and he sings in Tagalog. I'm like, oh my gosh, throw me under the bus.
did. She was all like,
She has to believe,
yeah.
okay?
Sheena was like, we need to stay. Did we came all the way here?
Mm,
We need to stay.
mhm.
We are going to help you, lady. Ended up being very nice,
Very nice couple.
very nice couple. They just were like, we're these strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just more comfortable. Exactly.
Okay,
And
I'll
then-
call you if I need to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
girl,
I can't
call
speak
me.
Tagalog.
Are you fluent too?
I do not speak, but like what
Oh.
she just said, you hold me at gunpoint, I will speak.
Yeah.
Come out. Yeah, I will too. She just said, me too, me too. That means, yes, yes.
Yeah. So you're the only one that can speak it fluently in this
I
group.
think Pearl can.
I think
No,
for
Pearl just said
I can speak
on the
Ilocano.
text.
Oh, I
I'm
bet
there.
Be better. She's been here
Oh,
longer.
that's true. That's true.
Right? That's weird.
Oh,
though.
Pearl's from the Philippines too?
Mhm.
She was born in the
Me too.
Philippines also. Yeah, her
too?
too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh. That's why I was like, nope, don't talk to me. Oh, but you do speak Ilocano?
I can speak Ilocano. I'm fluent in Ilocano. Tagalog, I had to learn it on my own.
Mm.
My parents didn't teach me Tagalog. I learned it through watching.
Yeah.
But other than that, I
Um,
don't speak.
I see it.
Oh, my bio.
Huh?
Should put that on.
I
Yeah.
had it, and then I took it
Yeah.
out. Okay, fine.
I just put mine on there. I'm like, oh, that.
I put it on mine too. I put it on my Zillow. I'm like,
What they speak.
I speak English, English, Spanish,
Yeah.
Tagalog,
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Like,
And then-
oh, because you're gonna hand it
Yeah,
over.
because I'm gonna hand it off.
Okay, you're like.
If I put Vietnamese, I'm like,
Or put
oh.
we speaker.
Yeah, we, I identify.
Yeah,
We.
yeah.
We.
Red flag, red flag.
This is a we thing.
HR,
Oh, sorry. Can't say we identify.
You
Johnny,
think-
Johnny needs to come.
wanna switch? What was yours?
No, that was, she knows. She said it was caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
You want this?
no,
But it.
hold on, we're
Okay.
still talking.
What's what? Later.
It was, the meeting ended well. They're gonna move to SoCal because their family, their kids are there.
Oh, the movie.
So they wanna move there. They both have good jobs. They already got approved for a load. Excuse me.
She's
for
like up to
800,000
800.
Oh, nice.
In SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's okay.
She said Chino?
Chino, Cappuccino.
Chino Hills.
Did she say Chino Hills?
She said Chino.
Chino or Chino
Chino.
Hills? Chino? Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know
I've
where.
never even heard of Chino before.
There's probably all
That's what I was called growing up in my neighborhood.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was getting bullied
Actually,
for the kids.
yeah,
Is it
actually.
where you live?
No, no,
it
no,
was
just,
like, I lived a lot with like Latinos
it was
and.
just, it's a derogative word for us Asians, from the
Yeah, how they call me
non-Asians.
Chinita.
Anyone
Yeah.
there, any-
Oh.
I was like,
Every
no,
time I
my
go
dad
to
got
the
called that a
news-
lot too.
Yeah.
Do you really, Chinita? Like the people are asking you Chinita? No, what is it? Fee? They go fee. She's
Fee, fee, yeah.
Actually, nah, yeah, a lot of your,
Ah,
whenever around Spanish people and
Yes,
they talk
okay.
about me, they refer
La
to
chinita?
me, yeah,
Chinita,
me and
yeah.
your dad, the Chino and the Chinita, me and your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I know what I'm being talked about. I heard the word.
I go, oh, fee. I'm like, oh, are you
But anyway,
about
she's
me?
moving. Oh, it's close to Pomona.
Yeah, she said
Oh,
her
yeah?
daughter is
Yeah.
in Pomona.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
like
I tried
Riverside
it
County.
overnight.
Okay,
If
it's
I-
cheaper
people
out
start
there.
sending you videos,
Or
I
fee,
go,
It's where
fee and that was like the whole
Special
thing.
Gotcha.
It's fee.
Oh, just like a Disney friend I have, who lives out there in
Oh, it's.
Rancho
not
Cucamonga.
coffee.
Yeah, by Ontario. That's the
Okay.
airport. Okay, so it's cheaper.
I
That's
didn't
what,
know that.
yeah, so that makes sense. Cause Jonathan was worried that she had to sell her home.
Oh, it's good.
It was contingent upon the sale,
She said no.
but it's not. And we were there and Jonathan was like, well, I brought my camera. You wanna list this soon?
Oh,
Like,
no, like I was ready to go, but then
Yeah, what happened?
the husband was like, so you wanted me to move some things and you could just take some photos so you don't have to come back? I'm like, I'm down if you are. I brought my camera.
Yeah, so me and Sheena moved their personal items to make it look nice.
Should have done a time lapse. That would have been
Should've.
fun.
Yeah, we were just moving all their shit. The husband had a gun
One
underneath the
day.
pillow and then
Oh
the
my
wife was all
God.
like, Mahal, that means love. Like, Mahal, you have your gun there. And we're just like, oh, okay. Like,
Just prepared.
yeah, but we took the photos real quick.
Mhm.
Not the perfect
Knocked it out.
photos, but
You knocked it.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good for what it was.
it's pretty good.
For the mobile home?
hmm
Oh, wow.
We did this more, like, we were ready to go. to
One
come
stop
here.
shop.
Yeah, because the husband was like, you could take photos now, and Jonathan was like,
Let's go.
oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
good thing I have these two girls with me, 'cause we
Mhm.
literally picked up the stuff and put it back. Like there was clutter, like typical
Everywhere.
Asian clutter everywhere. It was clean, like the house wasn't dirty, it's just clutter.
Yeah.
Piles of stuff, and like everything is out.
Mhm.
So that'll come out soon, we hope.
Yeah. Once we confirm price and get a key out front.
And then Fleet, you have Fleet,
Well, I don't
What?
know how prepared they're gonna be there, but 171 Fleet Street in Vallejo.
East Vallejo.
It's a 4-3,
It's funny.
very funny layout. So it was originally a 3-1 or 3-2. Added a living space. They added it to like one of the living areas. So now there's one living room here next to the kitchen, added a living room, and then stairs to the top room where there's a bathroom up there too. So essentially, right now, the primary bedroom, they converted the closet into a kitchen. And like, it's really funky, where it's like it's an in-law right now. they didn't close the wall, so the door's still there. But they are asking me if they should change it back into a closet or leave it as a kitchen to like kind of sell it as a perk. But overall, the whole property is pretty dinged up where like a good amount needs to be done.
So you asked them to fix things or like?
No, I
what-
told her what to fix and she wrote everything down.
Okay,
Yeah,
So
they
the
asked
expectation-
For a lot, right? 'Cause
Well, it's sold at
pretty high.
710. Their loan amount is 638, I believe. And she just wants enough to pay back the loan. She's like, because they're separating. So she's like, yeah.
At least that.
Yeah, she's like, I just need to sell and to walk away and be happy. So thanks for the reminder.
Mhm.
I need to text her back too. She's wondering if she should change the closet back into a closet or leave it as a kitchen.
Closet. So it's more like you
Yeah.
mark the other room,
Bedroom.
Yeah.
always closet.
Mhm.
But without the closet, when the appraiser comes, like, they don't count it
Yeah.
as the bedroom.
I don't think so.
Mm,
No,
Bedroom
it's not a
needs-
Closet, right?
no, not
Like a built-in
necessarily.
closet? Oh,
You don't have to.
Oh, what does it need to
It
be
needs
bedroom?
it needs to have a window and two entryways to the room. Which
Two?
which it does have.
The entryway?
Well, at least for a single family home. I don't
Give
know.
me
For a
two
roof?
entryways.
That's
Oh,
what I
so
remember
it's a
hearing.
full entryway.
Like the window?
I think, yeah, I think a window and a door.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like, two
I was
doors?
like, why are you guys getting on me like
There's doors.
Make it
Okay.
make sense.
I was like, wait, what did I say wrong?
I think Johnny's here.
Right.
like, what does he mean?
Mhm.
Oh, window. Like, oh, you put a closet in every bedroom. Because
The one on Terrace Beach, that kind of
Yeah.
window, right?
but sometimes there'll be like 3 bedrooms and it's den with the potential to become a bedroom.
It did have a window, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's why it's kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how come some places they call it a den and not a room?
because they're not creative enough, I don't know.
Interesting.
What about like the floor plans and stuff, when they go back to that, do they consider anything? Like whether it is a bedroom or not, or?
There,
where it
Yeah,
was a
people
bedroom?
don't usually look back at floor plans, they look at county records. But I've been in some situations where my mom, my aunt purchased a new build in Texas, and she's like, hey, we have a 4-2, but the county records say it's a 3-2. And I'm like, well, your home probably originally was proposed to the city as a 3-2, and you later upgraded it into a 4-2. So.
For a new build.
For a new build, yeah. So with new builds, they don't, well, for any and all properties, there are errors. You just have to disclose it in the MLS. Any further questions?
Sorry, dude.
Okay,
Okay, any, who wants to go next?
popcorn, Isla.
Me,
Mhm.
um. Anything else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to my friend Carla. Because, it's been 2 months now, she's been living at her parents' house. And they've been looking, cause now right now her long-time boyfriend and her, or say, have been living apart for 2 months, and this is the first time they've ever lived apart.
Mm,
But he's back at his parents.
Mm, I wonder-
I think honestly, like all the people that I have on my list, and it's funny because they're all like giving birth right now, or just
Oh.
giving birth. I think once I get a testimony video from Cedric to see
Mhm.
how fast the process can go,
mhm,
I think that's when they'll come back to me. Cause right now they're on the fence of like, okay, we're still comfortable at our apartment, we're still comfortable at our parents' house, but like the baby's coming out.
right.
You know,
Mm.
so like, I think once I get a testimonial video from Cedric and Sarah, then maybe it'll make them feel more comfortable. And my dad was trying to get people to use me too from his work, cause he works at the hospital.
Mhm,
And they're like, isn't she new? And it was a new nurse, one of my
Mm.
previous friends.
right.
And he goes, aren't you a new nurse?
Oh.
Everyone's trying somewhere,
Right,
you know, so-
right. That's
Well,
true.
So my dad was like, well, if you ever consider her, you know, she's there, just reach out.
Mhm.
And she was like, So I was like, no,
That's
you don't want to
funny.
reach out to me.
Yeah, right.
If she already thinks that way about me.
Mhm.
But I don't know, I think just getting credibility will have
Mhm.
my potentials finally like actually ask me questions.
Yeah.
So,
And then don't be like everybody, like don't be afraid to use me as your like accredited source and be like, well, I'm working as we work as a team here.
Yeah.
So it's
Cedric
like, even though,
actually-
yes, huh?
Cedric,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he was like, how does that work? I'm like, technically, I have Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan is very experienced. Our whole team works together. So
Mhm.
it's not just gonna be me, it's gonna be us. So anything you have a question about, I'm gonna ask him.
Mhm.
That's full transparency.
Right.
And they like that.
Yeah.
They straight up ask, so how many have you sold by yourself? I'm like, none,
Yeah.
but I have Jonathan.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
I know, I'm gonna make a video about that because everyone's always like, I'm like, okay, obviously I'm you guys.
Oh,
come on."
we'll make that real.
I know.
Use Jonathan all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if someone says like, "Well, what'd you sell recently?" So, oh, we just sold,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I always
Well,
say that too. Yeah.
and we have
Mhm.
this new listing coming up.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
one time I remember someone asked me, and they're like, nothing yet. And after that, I'm like, man, I feel like crap, like a dumbass.
Right.
After that, I started using the.
Yeah. I had to like, but he was really, because he's very green, so very detailed. So even before MTV, he was like, well, I just want to ask, like, do you just want me for the commission? I'm like, no, I don't care about the commission. It's one of my friends, so he can ask me those questions without
Oh.
me feeling like hurt or
Right.
like really
Oh,
defend myself.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's just transparent.
Right.
I was like, that's
Where
the,
is he Filipino?
yeah.
Filipino,
His
so
stepdad is Pierre Washington. He's running for mayor.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, that's his stepdad.
that's a stepdad.
Mhm. So I actually was
So-
gonna tell you guys when you guys
So
open up.
Cheryl's son,
Mhm. Yeah.
teacher Jen's best friend's
Son.
son.
Ah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Small AC community.
yeah.
I'm gonna have him like talk about adapt. Come and use adapt real
Oh,
soon
there you go.
for the chicken guys video.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna try to
do
a
it.
video with him. He's
Yeah,
really
'cause
cool.
his mom's like friend group
Mhm.
is like one of our old teachers, but like our favorite teacher before from Mustard Seed from the preschool.
Mhm.
She's who makes our shirts,
Mhm.
right? And then JD's current teacher now, that's also one of her best friends, like in their little Lila's group. They're so
Yeah,
cute.
They're fun. She's so
They're
super
so
very
cute.
nice.
They're a cute little bunch of ladies.
I've known them since I was 12. so-
Oh, wow. Yeah, you lock it in there. They know lots of people too.
They do.
So that's awesome.
And he's running for mayor, so. I was
Perfect.
Like, "Look at videos."
What flavor was?
I think that was vanilla.
It's like
Oh, that's
vanilla.
true. Like you can do like a video, like interviewing him while you wear your adapt shirt. And then the video is like not promoting adapt at all. It's just like, hey, come with me to, get to know who's running for mayor.
Yep.
And then like tag him on Facebook, so all his
Maybe
friends
we
see
can-
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
So cool.
that's the goal.
I already asked. He said, yeah, he's down.
Awesome.
Cool.
Very cool. Lots
Yeah.
of opportunities.
No, you told us, but tell them what you're working on.
Well, I just met with him today. I am connecting people with funding, but they can't afford right now. So still processing.
It happens.
Yeah.
You keep them on your list.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I have their emails,
Yeah.
letting them staff, directive pipes, but as of right now, no one that I'm actually looking with.
Well, we told her, don't stop.
It's
Yep.
coming. Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
Don't stop.
consistent.
And every time Jonathan goes, what's next? His
Mhm.
phone rings.
Well,
And I'm like,
Mhm.
see, as long as you don't stop.
I know. I
Yeah.
stress out easy. I'm like, all right, so I got these into contract. What's next month? Like, what's next month? My phone. Hopefully my laptop doesn't turn on. Sorry, guys. Marianne and Pearl spilled coffee on my laptop,
After.
right?
Sorry,
Rand's clumsy.
I'm super clumsy. Story of my life.
Okay,
No break laptop.
yeah. So I stress out really easily, and I already I'm very like, all right, what's next? Like, not that I'm hungry for more. It's just like I'm always like, all right, planning for the future.
I saw this, that you're making postcards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw this lady on, I think maybe some of you guys saw her, her name is Audra from Vacaville.
mm-hmm,
She's with, Rockstar team. And so she makes, for all her open homes, she makes a postcard where it says like, private or like, what is it? It's like a formal invitation to the neighbors, to the, this is your invitation
Right.
to my neighbor. And I was like, oh, that's fine, like maybe postcards, because it makes people feel like, oh, yeah, I got my own invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just giving them fire, it says like, I would love to have you, blah, blah, blah.
I'm picking it up later, but I made it to,
Okay.
just for my neighbors.
Nice,
Like, hey
yeah,
neighbor,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
you know, like, if you ever need anything, help with small tasks, or just wanna get recommendations, and reach out.
Oh, that's good,
And then I used it using a bunch of John's
Nice.
transaction
Perfect.
loans.
Nice.
No, that's perfect.
And then the other side
That's
is,
what we expect you guys to
the
do.
other
Yeah.
side's
Take
gonna
the
be like,
photos.
Did you?
a little note for them, like, yeah, hey neighbor, I'm your local realtor and neighbor.
I
So
need to
just
do
let them
that.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I got this template from Mark.
On the
Okta.
Okta.
Oh.
Mark you.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what?
No, on Okta, you know, the
Okay.
marketing app. And then I just kind of, I
Oh,
printed it
nice.
at FedEx.
Okay,
Got
cool.
a pretty good deal. I think I printed 100 for like $40.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, coupon codes.
I love their packaging.
Oh, I love me a
Yeah, I
good
need to do
coupon
that.
code.
Yeah.
That's the way
I like
to
the
do it.
quality too.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So that
Exciting.
that's what Johnny's working on.
He
Anything
he's
else?
picked up a buyer from an
Yeah.
open house.
Oh, yeah.
From my open house, yeah. Did I tell you, you know about that
Yeah.
buyer, right? Okay, yeah, so now they're looking for some homes in American Canyon too,
Oh, nice.
just to compare and see if she'll like it here better or there better.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this Sunday, taking her out.
She's really adamant on 2 stories, huh?
She wants 2 stories, preferably a loft in the top story.
Oh, just.
And then she wants at
What's
least,
specific?
yeah,
And she's-
3 to 5 bedrooms, but.
What's her
like,
budget?
just for her.
865.
She's qualified for 850 with
She doesn't want to
10%
spend.
down.
She doesn't want to spend that much though. Because Vacaville's a lot cheaper, yeah?
It's cheaper, yeah, for what you get there. Like, I'm surprised how much cheaper Vacaville is,
Yeah.
because it's a nice city,
Mm-hmm.
like it's low crime and everything.
Wait, where
It's
are they?
far? Far.
Probably, this is probably more centralized.
Yeah.
It's the gateway to Napa.
What,
Yeah.
American Canyon?
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah.
sign says.
Yeah. Like, hey, this is the gateway to Napa. Yeah, I have 2 buyers who are awaiting the Dream for All still, which got delayed. Well, the lottery is getting delayed till
Mhm.
Yeah.
June, beginning of June now, June 1st. Other
So
than
we'll
that,
see.
yeah.
Alrighty.
I like the momentum.
Mm-hmm. I would say, have these clients explored CalHFA, which is down payment and closing cost assistant loan?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Because that's basically what I was doing before, like promoting Dream for All and be like, hey, there's this program, you can get 20% down, but it's an equity share program,
Yeah, yeah.
which I am not a fan of. And I wouldn't want it for my clients. And that's kind of how I spin it.
Mhm.
There is a down payment and closing cost assistance program called CalHFA. And in the past, I've helped my brother use it. I've helped past clients use it where, if the house has been sitting on the market for some time, we have down payment, closing costs, and closing cost assistance. We're getting seller credit.
Mhm.
With all those 3 things, I've had a buyer purchase a home for as little as $4,000 down.
Mhm.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
And then you don't like those down payment and closing cost assistant. It's a loan. It's a deferred loan. You don't pay interest on them, and then you pay them back when you refinance or when you sell the house.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, the one that Mark referred to me, they can't get anything else besides that.
Mm,
But I think he's gonna figure it out if they don't get that. And the other guy, I don't know actually what else he can qualify for, but then if he's working with his lender, wouldn't they like, hey, this didn't work out, like, couldn't they offer him something else or?
Depends on who the lender is
Yeah.
and how experienced they are.
Yeah, Cause that I have to find out, cause I don't know who he's working with.
Mhm.
He was just, he was like someone I met at an open house.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you can bring it up. Maybe get introduced to their lender, give them a call.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Dates to remember.
Okay, so the workshop is on a Saturday, but we still only have 2 signups.
We have 2 signups. One of them is an agent, the other one I'm not sure who it is,
One
and
of them is an agent.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see.
We'll see, we may cancel it
Oh, yeah.
and then just do like a one-on-one consultation.
But we'll still do the door knocking,
Mm-hmm.
because it still benefits on
It's
all.
hard to get people
regards.
to come out
Yeah,
Mhm.
here.
I don't know what it is. People out here just
Mhm.
busy on the week. I don't know what, people are just busy. Sounds like they don't, they prefer the, just like Zooms and the phone calls. It is
Or
what
when
it
they
is.
actually really need you, like they don't like to prepare.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did not.
I'm wondering if we should like rethink of how we do the workshop, like, instead of just making it like a straight up pump started workshop.
Mhm.
Something else, you know, like the one I went to where it was nutrition.
Mhm.
It was hosted by realtors and mortgage lenders.
Yeah.
You know, at the
Yeah.
end, like they were able to, like, we met like a lot of like clients through that, and they met new
Mm.
clients through that.
Right.
But people wanted to go there because they're like interested in nutrition and all
Mhm.
this stuff like that.
I would
So,
like offer something with.
Sounds a little bait and switch though.
well, no, well, they made it, they didn't talk about real estate or anything. at all.
Oh, okay.
They just presented that, like, I'm a mortgage lender, but you know, we're here to talk about
Oh, so-
football.
Mm.
And they brought on a speaker that worked as a dietitian and stuff like
Okay.
that. But
That's
at
cool.
no point did they ever like say, hey, reach out to us, you want to buy a
Mm.
house?
Yeah.
They just have to be there and they'll talk to people at the end and like they find out, oh, you are. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna do Meet Me in the Street, June 12th. That's on the calendar. I have another content day on the calendar. Just people really like that stuff y'all made.
Yeah, people loved it.
Some people were like, can you do like they're telling me like, can you do the coconut one? And I'm like, yeah, they're like, I saw all 3. You need to do the coconut one, Z. Like 4 different people were like, do the coconut, do the coconut. You're the only one, do the coconut. And I'm like, I don't want to get what? Like, so, we should, I know, I was like, so I feel like we should do, people like that stuff, and as silly as they are, it makes people think of us.
Yeah.
That's what the point
Right.
is. It puts you at the top of their mind,
Right.
and
'Cause it's a trend. You're like, oh, Adapt just did that. Oh, that'd be good for Adapt. And like, so basically it's like, oh, like my realtor friends.
so it's fun. Like, yes, we should continue to do the things that make sense to real estate. Not that those videos didn't, you all asked people,
Mhm.
they're still real estate related, but
It's fun to throw in here.
yeah, I was like, I think it's fun to throw those in, and it makes people think of us as like that fun team. Yeah, I was like, that team that they all know we like to eat, obviously, and they all know we like to have fun, and it makes us relatable to them.
Mhm.
So I'll give you guys about 2 weeks, 10 days or so to find some stuff that
It's always changing.
I know.
Mhm.
That's why
I feel like
that's why I didn't
the
want the
reason
day
why
to be
I'm
so
tired of it,
far.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need
Interesting.
so let's be on the lookout the next few days to potentially come back into the office on Friday, May 24th to see what's trending next week. Like trying to stay relevant. And then after that, the
I
next
feel like
time
there's a website for that.
there probably is. After that, June 10 will be the next all hands. That is a Monday as well, but it'll be a regular time, 11 a.m. And then 2 days later will be Meet Me in the Street. The event itself is 4 to 8. And normally we have to get there at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 3 to 3:30. So if you can get there for like setup, that would be great. But really we need help 4 to 8.
The whole time.
Yeah, 4 to 8. We've done it alone. We're trying to do things a little different.
Mhm.
And I think if they see us as a fuller team
Yeah.
for the community, especially, it'll be good exposure as a team for the
Like,
community
oh,
to remember
there's
us.
actually a lot of them.
And this is an
Make
event
look into
people from
that.
outside American Canyon come.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Vallejo. we
Anybody you
set up
talk to, you're at the
airfields.
gym, be like, oh, you're gonna go to meet me in the street. Like, they'll be like, what is that?
It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah, it's just like, are you gonna go? You gonna go to meet me in the street? You gonna go meet me in the street? Just tell people.
I'll be there. You should come visit my booth.
Yeah,
Oh, what booth do you have? Oh, real estate.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
easy way to tell people that you're gonna be somewhere and come see
Yeah.
me.
I think like communication and just learning how to just talk to random people is really good. Like I met this guy at DK over the weekend. He looks like a country guy. Like he looked different, but
He looked different.
he,
Nice.
he
He looked
wore
like a cowboy.
he looked like a cowboy.
That's not
but-
different, that's a cowboy.
I was wearing this lanyard that said VIP media pass or something like that.
The real for that.
And he's like, oh, how do I get one of those? I'm like, why are you talking to me? Like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, like I was telling him like, oh, we're creating content for Six Flags, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, okay, that's cool. And, and then I told him, I don't know if I told him I was a realtor. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, we're doing this but I'm a realtor, like what I primarily do, this is like for fun. He goes, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I do exotic cars, I do flips, I do blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I like how you went from my badge to work. I was like, that was smooth. Like, it's just the way he made everything like,
He was trying.
yeah, he was trying to get me. Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to rent exotic cars? Like, basically, that was his goal, because he has a gym in Vacaville and he rents his cars out in Elk Grove. Yeah. I was like, man, you're
Yeah,
a
I came out of
businessman.
the bathroom and I'm like, how are you
Well,
talking
you
to this
learned from
cowboy?
that from sis.
Yeah,
Good, like little.
it was a
Little
quick
trick.
3 minutes.
I asked, how did you start talking to them? And he was like.
Yeah.
I try to compliment someone every time I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, and that's when you have a fun.
For girls, that's easy, because it's creepy.
Yeah.
Right.
When guys do it, it's like,
Yeah.
why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always talks so red, like everyone's
Well,
like.
Jimmy, the way he comes off is just so friendly.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
like, "You're so nice."
Yeah, he comes off like super nice.
Let's stop recording.
Okay.
Thanks,
Oh,
guys. Bye.
Yeah, he comes off like super,
We're
super.
recording
friendly.
entire time.